when somebody needs me. That was my biggest fear in the SEAL community, that I wasn't going to live up to the standard that the people to the left and right held of me, and then they were going to suffer for it. I was more concerned about letting them down than myself getting hurt or killed. And that starts with that ethos from SEAL training, but it's not a complicated course. We're stressing the body to stress the mind. And if you look at the people who make it through, so when I went back as an instructor, as a student, when you're going through training, if somebody next to you quits, you never see them again. Like there's no, hey, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like they're just gone. And you continue on with your day because you just want to graduate the program. As an instructor, you can talk to those people and you can ask really important questions. And my favorite question is why? You said this was your lifelong goal. This is all you've ever wanted to do. You left a D1 scholarship to come here because you saw for yourself no value in the higher education, and you wanted to come to the SEAL community, and you quit. Why? Time and time and time again, the answer I would get from the students is they got overwhelmed. So they were doing the opposite of keeping their world small. Because there's two ways you can look at BUD/S. It's 180 days long, I think plus or minus 1 or 2. Or you could look at it as a sunrise and a sunset 180 times. So you could look at a pie and go, oh my God, I have to eat this whole thing. Or you can look at a slice and eat the slice and not worry about the rest of the slices and keep doing that until the training process is complete. Hell Week is another good example. It starts Sunday in the evening and ends Friday in the afternoon, and you get about 2 hours of sleep on Wednesday. That's it. It's horrendous to go through, and it's pretty entertaining as an instructor because you can just totally fuck with the students because they're off their rocker by Tuesday afternoon. But almost all of the attrition occurs from Sunday night until I'd say Tuesday morning. And beyond that, you're probably going to make it through because you've invested so much. But the advice that I was given when I went through was don't look at Hell Week as a 5-day pipeline. Just make it to your next meal. They have to feed you every 6 hours. So if I can stack 6 hours on 6 hours on 6 hours and just focus on getting to the next meal, doesn't matter how much I'm in pain, doesn't matter how cold I am. If I can just get to the next meal, I'll get a reprieve, a mental reset, and I can continue on. That in combination with some, the mental toughness is how you approach and set your goals, and then resilience. And my definition of resilience would be the ability to get bent and come back stronger than you were before. And the way you do that is by bending yourself as often as possible, which you do all the time by running sprints or, you know what I mean? You're doing that stuff. You're mentally tough because of that. And if you can apply that resilience to setting and approaching your goals from digestible perspectives, you can accomplish an insane amount. So that's really it's a physical test, but we're just testing the mind. Can the individual ignore the big and focus on the small? Can you do the step that you need to do and not get overwhelmed, regardless if you're tired, exhausted, hungry, cold? That's really all it is. It's not a complex training program. There's the ocean, there's the beach, there's some telephone poles, there's some boats, and then later on we introduce scuba gear, and towards the tail end of it, some demolition and pistol and rifle.
How many